Hi, so this week's prompt is terrarium, and I've done a few sketches. Terrariums are those huge jars or vases with plants, and a lot of them you can seal and only water a few times, and they create their own atmosphere. You can make sort of any shape you want, and just make some little marks to signify leaves and trees. I do this a lot, drawing little things in jars. I call it life in a jar. So I'll finish up some of these and we'll get to painting. Okay, so after doing some of these, I think I want to do this man looking into this terrarium with I don't know, it could be a fairy or something that he's captured. But I like how these turn out, they look really cool. So I've got some super cheap watercolour paper here. It's like barely anything. It's like printer paper. So I'll do some thumbnails. I'll do this jar shape. So a round bottom one, and a little nozzle is. Not sure if I want to do a side profile because it's more flat. And this one, his hand is on his goggles, like he's just lifting them up because he can see there's a little something in his terrarium. His fist, and we can have I guess you could do a glass tank as well, and some foliage. Look over the jar better, and the guy, he could be looking through from the back so you can just see him sort of. Maybe a hand on the glass. He's looking, oh, and he's looking in looking for the little thing he caught. It's just like whenever you catch a frog or a lizard and you're watching it, you want it to do something, so he's looking in at the little, squinting to find what he caught. A little fairy, but she's having none of it, so she's hiding. So we can have either him surprised at something that's he may have scooped up, or not sure, how do fairies, are they just always, were they always there, or do they hatch out of flowers? I feel like some cartoon depicted them as growing out of flowers. But anyway, he's surprised to find some sort of fairy in his glass tank. And then that one, he's caught it and he's trying to study it, hopefully not do experiments on it. I guess the third one I want to do that one again, just as it's going to be on a big sheet of hot press watercolour paper. I don't really like this paper, so I'm using it up. I like the brand, but I got the wrong one when I picked it up. It's only £90 and it doesn't come up, the paintings don't look very good. So another jar, little fairy. To his amazement, there's something in his tank. Something I just learnt from one of Drawing with Waffles' recent videos is if you draw the eyes closed, it's easier to position them, which really helped me because that's the wrong direction. Give him those white circles around his eyes like he's covered in soot. Or it almost looks like it's like not an experiment, like he either found the wounded fairy and he made a little habitat for him because he was starting to feel a bit creepy, like he kidnapped it. Made a little habitat for it and now she's glowing with a little yellow aura and she's all healthy, or he created it like it's a little robot. Don't know about that. Maybe give him a beard instead of just a moustache. I like doing large noses on my characters there. Makes it interesting. Block it out in shading so it looks like something, but you don't have to do all the detail because it's just a thumbnail. So I'll do some more of these and we'll get to painting in a second. I just realised that we're in December, and luckily this guy looks sort of like Santa, so I thought Santa could be in his workshop, maybe creating a new toy for the children, because I want to do a Christmas inspired drawing for this week. So there's a bell, it looks like a butt. Got some candles because he has to work all the way through the night. I make the candle on, no, and then I'll have to deal with, like, if I make the candle lit, I'll have to deal with all the light reflecting on and everything, and I don't really want to have to do that. I really like this sketch, it's looking pretty good. He looks reasonably real. Make a lampshade, what is it, a chandelier. I clean my desk and it's like clean for maybe half a day to a full day, and then it's in chaos again. Not that much, because I've already put tape down. I recommend doing drawings with a clean border, like a taped border, because instead of it just being the whole page, it focuses you into the center. So when it's a complete page covered in stuff, your eye goes to the edge and there's nothing to stop at. When it's like this, it's a cropped image and it's sort of like something to hold on to and somewhere to sign. It looks more clean and precise. So like if I do a drawing in a painting and it's not even a it didn't turn out very good, the whole painting, but because there's a border on, it makes it look more finished instead of just the whole thing being covered. Yeah. I want to fit lots of things in this drawing because I usually do these and there's a lot of open space and it doesn't look very good. So I don't want to be disappointed with this one this time. Oh, an apple. You know, an apple on his desk. Maybe a little fairy down here as well. I wonder if they could have like a hole here behind the bush where they're escaping and she is distracting him. There could be someone holding on with his arms. And fairies are usually naked, aren't they? A lot of books depict them as being naked. I was going along adding things, sketching, so I added a matchbox, mouse, and I think those two got in. And then the iPad went flat because I'm filming on the iPad and I forgot to plug it in, so. But anyway, I added a matchbox because all of the candles, and put a snowman on it. Some bottles hanging from the ceiling, or a macrame, a little creeper plant. Just go over it with a kneadable eraser, make it into a fan. Collect up the graphite so it doesn't collect here. See all the black stuff. A bookshelf or something way in the back. I think it's fun seeing an artist just have ideas on the spot instead of watching the full thing as time lapse and then them just talking about it afterwards. And I always have trouble writing scripts and following it. And yeah, so I already feel like this is more interesting than something I would usually draw. Can have fun with different styles and angles. I wonder if put it here, there, so I'll play around with different video angles, and because my videos started to get very bland, I guess, they were always just above head time-lapse videos. I wanted to play around with real-time videos and different angles of filming. I can't believe it's December already, and I really struggle getting in the Christmas present buying spirit if I don't have any Christmas music playing. As soon as the Christmas music starts playing, I'm like, yes, and I go out, and everything I see in shops I only see as presents for other people, but if there's no Christmas music playing in the house, I just can't seem to get in any frame of mind to buy Christmas presents. And I love Christmas music, especially Andy Williams, he's my favourite. And I love a bit of pentatonics, especially the God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, one of my favourite songs. So I want to have a go at, before I paint, add a whole bunch of hatching in pencil, just to give me an idea of where the shadows are going to be and stuff. I thought it'd be a fun idea. So we've got a little naked fairy here. As I said before, I'm pretty sure a lot of depictions of fairies show that they like being naked. And which means I have to label this as not child friendly, even though I wouldn't class this as anything harmful to a child. It's artistic nudity, which I personally think is fine. Nudity in art I find very, I don't know, it just looks really soft. There's no harsh angles. This is very nice. But some people definitely don't like any type of nudity, which is fine because they may get uncomfortable seeing it, so you have to, as the creator, you have to make sure that the people clicking on your video know that there's going to be nudity in it, just like if there's any type of violence, you have to give awareness to it. If I don't do enough figure studies in between all my other drawing, I definitely start to see the lack of training in my drawings. I began to realise that I want to get more involved in art. And creativity. I think creativity is very important in just someone's day-to-day life. It's just a good way to exercise your brain, just scribbling on a paper. That's why those books that, I don't know why they call them this, adult drawing books, are so creepy. Those books are really good because they've already got everything planned out. It's just a colouring book that you can just doodle away with even with any type of medium like a pen, pencil, textures. I think it's a great idea. So I'm nowhere near done, there's still lots to do, but I just wanted to show you what I was talking about, or trying to explain. See how the paper is too thin to absorb it? I don't know how to explain this, but it just sits there, and when you're doing the next layer it reactivates the layer underneath of it. So it feels awful. I could try doing things with little characters with minimal layers of paint. So yeah. And here we go, this is the obviously final, it's obviously the final illustration. I reckon it's Santa. Either he has these pet fairies and they're escaping out of here, she's distracting him. They're escaping out of here, another one over here. And yeah, so I was just playing around with finishing off this hot press paper that I have. So thank you so much for watching and keep drawing.